Welcome to another episode of Wall Watch, where we see how women respond to hitting the wall. Now, I always say no shade, but we're all aging. So how is this woman handling it? Is she bitter, or is she handling this with grace? Today I have a woman who is doing a street interview where he's asking her some really deep questions about life. So I'm interested to know what you guys think. Make sure you comment your thoughts under this video. I'm gonna let you know what I think based on what I see, but I'm interested to know what you think. So make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share this video. Here we go.
How old are you?
I'm 38.
How does it feel to be 38?
I'm single, not married.
Wait a minute. 38? I don't know, but let's continue.
I don't have any kids.
What's the reason you're single?
I'm pretty picky and I don't want to settle in life. Dated a lot of great people, but the right person just hasn't come along for me yet.
What is something you thought was really important when you were younger?
Does she realize that she's 38? Because she's still speaking as if she's 20, 21, 22.
But as you got older, you realized it wasn't that important.
I feel like a person's always wanting the best career, buy a house. Then you get to a point in life where you realize a lot of those things really aren't that important. And I think it's just the simple things in life.
What are the simple things that really matter?
I think it's family, relationships, being able to spend that quality time with people rather than sitting in an office building. I think it's worth not having as much, living on less and enjoying life more.
So if you could go back in time and have a conversation with your younger self, what would you tell her?
I would say that life is just how it's supposed to be. And
whoa, did you guys see that? She held back the tears. She held back the tears. Please do not give this woman a glass of wine. Oh my God. Let's continue.
every twist and turn is the path that God has had you on. And so don't look back and regret, and don't be sad about the things that didn't happen, because there's a lot of life to look forward to.
How old are you?
I'm 38.
It sounds like this woman has not learned her lesson yet. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and say it sounds like this woman is bitter, but she's nicely bitter because, I know that's not a term or a real word, but she's bitter but not completely bitter because she still has hope left, right? She's saying that she's 38, but I don't know. She doesn't really look 38. She looks more like 48, but whatever, who cares? Here's 3 reasons as to why I say, or why I think that this woman is bitter. Number 1, this woman wants or wanted children. You can hear that in what she was saying. She kept saying relationships, but the most meaningful relationships that you can have is those with your spouse and your children. So I'm just saying. Now I have a clip for you guys of a woman who was kind of sounding like this woman. She didn't want coffee dates, but then she found out that
my eggs are high quality, but they're just not a lot of them. It's just so sad.
I do not accept a coffee or a...
that her eggs are running out. She's almost empty. So because of this, she realizes 2 things. Number 1, time is running out. Number 2, she's losing leverage, because if she runs into a guy who wants children, well, she may not be able to give him children. Number 2, it sounds like this woman actually wants a man. Her not settling is the problem. We all settle. I remember speaking to this woman who was in her 40s, and she didn't realize that everyone has to settle. Everyone, especially for a woman in her 40s. Now, as the woman gets older, now the man really has to settle. See, I think women may really only focus on themselves, whereas and they're not thinking about the man. The man is looking at you. The man sees those gray hairs just like you see those gray hairs. The man sees that everything is drooping and sagging. The man can see that, but he may try to trick himself into thinking that he can be with you. Or he may just figure it out because he said, you know what, it's time for me to settle. Listen, settling is not a bad thing. I read some of the comments, and the comments were basically saying you had those same women who are like, well, you don't want to settle with the wrong guy and waste time. Well, how do you think this woman feels? Do you feel like she fulfilled her time? She wanted children. She doesn't have them. And just like I said, she does not want to be alone. Number 3, she realizes what's important: family, relationships, experiences, or let's just say memories. There's certain types of memories that you get when you have children. Changing diapers, them taking their first steps, them playing sports, you realizing they can read, you seeing them actually grow. You see how their eating habits change. Like, there's a lot of experiences that you miss out on. I'm saying that because there was another comment of a woman who was like, oh, I'm 44 and I don't want children. And I was like, you know what? I remember talking to a man in his 50s, and he was like, man, be careful. When you come across a woman that says she does not want children, be careful, because that woman is unreasonably selfish. And I'm like, damn, I'm still trying to figure that out, but I definitely am getting an understanding of it, because, oh my gosh, that woman is still going to think that she's her 20-year-old self, meaning the illusion that she thinks that she's giving you, she thinks that you're buying the illusion that she still looks good and she's 50 years old. Now, I'm not saying that the woman doesn't look good, just like this woman here. I mean, she looks okay, she just doesn't look 38. Now, when it comes to these relationships, right, especially if she's talking about friends and family, the thing that she's going to constantly hear is, oh, hey, where's your man? Or, okay, well, you know what? We're going to go on this trip, but it's couples, right? And we know that you don't have a man, so that's why we didn't invite you. Right? So those type of things are going to happen on a constant basis. Then she's going to have those people, whether it be friends or family, who's going to constantly give her that backhanded compliment. Girl, you look like you got it all together. Oh my gosh, you must be so happy being alone and having no children, right? There's always those people who are going to get under your skin. Now, if you were a woman who didn't want those things, then it's not going to affect you. But we can see here in this clip that this woman wanted those things. And here's a bonus one for you guys. Number 4, the missed opportunities. She has regrets because there were men that she liked, and she realized that either those men didn't like her or her expectations was too high. This is why you heard her talk about what was important versus what's not important, which is basically having somewhere to live, having reliable transportation, being able to take care of your own bills and yourself, being able to just take care of yourself. But everyone gets lonely, and I'm telling you, what I've constantly run into with women in their late 30s on, when they get that wine and certain questions come up, certain conversations come up, you're going to see some tears, or you're going to see where that woman has tears when she's by herself. And I can just tell you again, as an experienced man who's dated women who are older, that woman is crying, especially when she at home by herself, because what people don't realize, or what people tend to overlook, is women are really jealous of other women. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I deserve that. I deserve him. I deserve the family and the kids and the house and the this and the that. Why didn't I get it? I'm the one who deserve it. She doesn't deserve it. Not over me. Right? This is something that happens way more than women are willing to admit. Now, I will say this, she handled this well. She spoke extremely well, because I could see the hurt in her when she was speaking about family and relationships and the things that are important. Here's something else that's extremely important: grandchildren. Most people, especially her parents, they probably want grandchildren. As you get older, you desire certain things. Why? Because you see other people have it. And these are immeasurable and invaluable or valuable experiences to the person who's actually dealing with it. For instance, if you have a luxurious lifestyle, her being picky sucks because none of us are perfect, not even her. As I stated before, she is no one's first pick. She is no one's first choice. And let me be a little bit more specific. She wants to be the number one choice to the guy that she's interested in. So the guys that she's not interested in, believe it or not, those guys don't count, not in her mind. She sees them as just a number or a follower or a commenter on social media. Now, she may think in her mind that this is possibly someone, but nah. Now, the reason why I'm responding to this is because this is what happens to a lot of women who are hitting the wall or going through that midlife crisis. You start questioning yourself, right? Because she said you got a lot of life to live. Now, I want to agree with that, but I have to disagree with it because most people are not taking care of their health. I know I could do a better job of taking care of my own health. Now, even right now, I definitely am exercising, but I know I still have a few bad eating habits that I'm cleaning up. So I'm just kind of enjoying what I can enjoy now. And then I'm gonna constantly take things out of my diet so that it's easier to stay in shape. The biggest reason why I'm responding to this is because women will hold on to hope to their very last day, right? When they're getting ready to be put into the ground, they will still have hope that they could find the perfect man, not realizing that they never completed the thought. Therefore, they were never able to meet that perfect man, because the truth is she's met plenty of perfect men. The only problem is she thought that that means that they were going to be perfect in every single way, which everyone, including herself, is working on themselves. What happened in this clip is we saw a woman in her true desires. She wants children. So when you hear men telling women about like how old they're getting and and men reminding women, hey, you're getting ready to hit the wall, them not understanding or them feeling like they have to combat with that, it's like, wait, I'm just telling you what happens as you age. As you age, it's going to be harder to have children. You're going to have less energy. You're going to start to look different. Your skin is going to start to sag. Your hair is going to start to fall off. On top of that, the damage, all of the damage from the past relationships, the damage from the past is what made her so picky. Without that damage, she probably wouldn't be as picky. Now, what I've learned from this clip was you can't save anyone. All you can do is put the ladder down, drop the rope, or create a bridge and allow them to climb up that ladder or cross the bridge. That's really all you can do. They have to save themselves. That's the biggest thing that I learned from this. The next thing is you have to enjoy your life as much as you possibly can, because life is a journey. It is an experience. It is an experience that is full of memories, things to go from, grow from. And then the biggest thing I learned was when women are acting strong and independent, you got to let them have it, because if you don't, they're going to feel like you're trying to take something away from them that you're not trying to take away from them. Fellas, this is why it's important for you to get it together, for you to focus on what you want to do in life. This is why it's important for you to strengthen your mind, your body, and your finances. Read, meditate, exercise. Also, invest. Find something that you can invest in and make sure you turn that on autopilot. This will help to supercharge your life and also create a budget for yourself. Now, allow whatever you need in your budget to be there, and then figure out the things you need to cut out so that you can invest more. This clip is the perfect reason why I say adapt to what's going on, because when you get to know a woman, you're gonna figure out, or you're gonna start to see and hear things that match up with what you're trying to do, or if they completely go against what you're trying to do. Now, you realize one of two things. You either have a teammate or you have an enemy. The reason I say adapt to what's going on is because women are sexually liberated. And when you're speaking to women, you'll be able to hear certain things like what matches up. Is this woman a teammate, or is this woman going to be an enemy? Now, a lot of people are wearing a lot of different masks, a lot of different faces, right? They're faking like they're really this and they're really not. But if you have a strong sense of self, or let me say it this way, when you have a strong sense of self, now you can figure out where you're going and really start going in that direction. That's what I'm encouraging you to do here on this channel. Now, with all of that being said, I got a question. What do you think? Comment under this video. Remember, when you are watching these videos, you are becoming the best version of yourself. Now that this video is done, do me a huge favor. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share this video. Other than that, I will see you on the next one. Peace.